YouTube? So we got a cool yo-yo review to do today. This is the Too Sick Gecko. So this is the signature yo-yo of Too Sick team members Michael Glockner. Goes by Gecko, apparently. This is the Too Sick Gecko. Let's get into the specs before we start talking about this yo-yo because I really like it. So 55 millimeters in diameter, 43.75 millimeters wide, and weighs in at 65.2 grams, made out of 6061 aluminum. And it is available on the Too Sick store. Link down in the description if it's something that you might be interested in. But let's talk about the yo-yo. So, I loved this from first throw. So I contacted Too Sick Yoyos to say, hey, the Gecko looks like something that might be really up my alley. Can I try and review one? I'll send it back to you or whatever. And they got back to me and said, yeah, we'd love to have you review one. And you know, if you want, you know, I'll give you the option to buy one if you like. So, you know, pick the colorway you like the best, and that's the one I'll send to you. And then let me know what you think. So I said, awesome, sounds good. So picked it up, opened it up that night, threw it for about 10 minutes, was like, yeah, I just messaged him on Facebook. Yeah, let me just send you some money, because I got to keep this. So this is the Too Sick Gecko, and it is sweet. So let me describe to you kind of what I like about it and why I like it. So it's clearly a very performance-based shaped yo-yo. It's kind of an all-arounder, as you can see. Big cup for finger spins. You can get some good thumb grinds there because they're like the lip sticks out pretty far, but it's not like a huge IGR for it, but it's there. Cool cuts there in the middle, kind of giving it that like kind of very rounded over VH shape type of deal. First thought when I opened it and looked at it, I was like, oh man, that kind of looks like a more performance-driven type of kayak. And the more I played with it, the more I realized that it kind of very much had a distribution similar to the kayak, and the inner cut, I guess there's cuts on the Gecko, but we'll get there, was sort of similar as well. So had kind of elements of the kayak, which I really like, as you saw in the video about my if I could only have 5 yo-yos. This was one of them. So had some elements of the kayak that I really liked and really enjoyed, part of my favorite parts of the kayak. But, and you know, don't yell at me for this, it kind of has movement and agility like, sort of like the Banshee. Now, the Banshee is clearly a very different shape yo-yo, so, you know, not a whole lot of similarities there, but it kind of moves on the string very similar to the way the Banshee does. And I'm not sure why, but that was my perception of it. At first throw, maybe it's that widths are kind of similar, and the, I mean, diameter on the Banshee is a little bigger, but it just kind of had an overall, just everything felt good. Every trick I did felt good. Throwing it felt good. It's clearly a very all-arounder type of yo-yo, but it's not in the slightest way boring. It's kind of got a neat weight distribution. You kind of got the rim up here that kind of then steps down again into this big bowl cup, which is sort of similar at first glance to, say, the cup on the Horizon, but the cup is much more concave on this, and I find this cup, this might be one of the easiest yo-yos to get a finger spin on. I don't think I failed yet, but we'll see because I haven't done any on video yet. So, definitely an awesome all-arounder and just a super fun yo-yo and a super good yo-yo. Great for competition. Super easy to hit tricks. Super easy to land on the string. But that's enough of me talking about it right now. Let's go throw it around. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we are back. Too Sick Yoyos Gecko. And got some Zipline Strings on it as well. So first thing you're going to notice is yo-yo plays kind of wide. But it's not that wide, so it's kind of got a very good, easy to catch kind of wide, but not like in the way kind of wide, you know what I mean? So, it's got that going for it. Rejects really nice, no issues with like magic drop or anything like that. Easy to hit, you know, easy to hit the gap of the yo-yo. No real issues there. and super stable, super long spinning. I really, really like the weight and the weight distribution. It's only at 65 grams, but it doesn't play light, and it doesn't play heavy. It's like, it'll go quick if you want it to go quick. It's stable enough for that. Spins a really long time. So, and, you know, just, you know, get a lot of, that came back hard. I did like 3 or 4 tricks. Just a really good, stable, long spinning, performance-driven yo-yo, but it's also fun to play. There's nothing boring about this. It's not a rock at the end of the string. It kind of has a cool float to it. You know, it's just, I can't say enough how fun this yo-yo is to play. As far as the grind finish is concerned, it's awesome. I would say it's as good as, maybe better than the CLYW ones. Like, it just, and maybe it's just all the cuts in the center there. But, I mean, this thing is, it grinds for days. And then, like, still spins. So, like, the grind, oh, and I did too many tricks after a grind. But, like, the grind barely slows down the spin at all. So, really, really good as far as that's concerned. Just nothing bad to say as far as that's concerned on the grinds there. Oh no, what did I do? There we go. But yeah, just overall a monster on grinds. So, I've taken this apart 2 or 3 times, but still dead smooth. Like, not a hint of vibe at all. Nothing. Dead smooth, perfect, like CLYW smooth, 1-drop smooth, that level of like just perfection. Like I said, grinds were great. Finger spins, if I could throw it right. See, I knew as soon as I threw it on camera I'd fail. And I don't edit things. There we go. Great for finger spins, even though I missed the bind. As far as thumb grinds are concerned, super easy, super doable. No issues there. The response is pretty good too. No issues there. They use those clear pads that I'm always like, oh, this response is great. They kind of just feel like flowable silicone. Maybe they are flowable silicone. I don't know, but those clear pads basically that feel like the G19s and the ones that come in that came in the Smashing Yoyos, Interlagos. It's that level of like, oh, this is just a great response. So no issue on the response. I mean, I can't find fault with this. It's fun to play with. It's got a great grind finish. There's a finger spin cup. I've taken it apart a few times. The construction seems very good, and I'll take it apart on the desk here. And I can't throw and talk at the same time today, clearly. You know, finger spin's great. I can't finger spin great today, but that's not the yo-yo, that's me. And just overall, monster yo-yo. If I didn't suck at finger spins today, I'd be binding them like crazy, and I was before I turned the camera on. But just, man, I can't say enough good things about this yo-yo. It's just so good, and it only $75. Like, I mean, I'd put this up there with all the, like, to me, this, you know, this is kind of more fun than most of the CLYWs and the recesses that are at or above its price range. And, man, I don't know. This is something. So, let's throw it back on the desk. We'll take it apart. We'll do pros and cons, and that'll be that. And we're back. All right, so guys, let's take this bad boy apart and look at the insides. Screws apart nicely. no issues there. Very smooth. Comes with this nice center track-esque type bearing. Spins good, spins smooth, spins a long time. It's needed no maintenance, so I don't know if it was lubed or it is a 10-ball or whatever, but it's been perfect, been silent, out of the box, no maintenance needed. Those nice sort of clear silicone-esque pads, like the flowable silicone-esque pads. Perfect amount of response, perfect amount of grippiness. A little black axle there, and bearing there. Bearing fits snug in the seat. The ano on this one that I picked, what color did I pick? This comes in 4 colors: shark bait, grape lemonade, which is like a purple gold, and this is Nimbus, which is black and blue wash. So there's clearly like a black base with like a silver, and the silver's kind of got like a cool, like, looks like a brown burn kind of around the edges of it. It's kind of a really cool, like, it's a cool effect. And then with like blue splash as well, which also just looks, it's like, so I guess that's like, the silver is like the acid wash, and then there's like blue, and then the anodizing is great. This is the Nimbus, and this was my favorite colorway. But all 4 of them are pretty good. But I think this colorway was something special, for sure. As you can see, it's kind of got a few different cuts in it. So you got the first cut, kind of very similar, like I said, to the kayak. And then it's got like this sort of step in the middle there. And that step just is really like, it just kind of takes it from just like being fun, a fun yo-yo, kind of like the kayak is fun. Well, I mean, the kayak would clearly be a very good competition yo-yo as well, but this kind of takes it into overdrive to be like, yeah, okay, here's your no wall with the step and the big gap, and, you know, kind of giving you all the performance of like a V shape, but giving you that nice comfortable feeling of like a more organic type shape. Those cuts really help with the finger grinds. And, you know, just overall, I mean, just a killer design. Everybody I've said to, oh man, this is a great design, everybody's like, yeah, Joey does nice work. And clearly he does, because this thing is awesome. So, pros and cons. I'm just going to go ahead and say, for me, there's no cons with this yo-yo. $75, it's an awesome price. It stacks up to $100, $150 yo-yo, you know, $100+ yo-yos easily. Awesome. Awesome yo-yo for $75. Buy one, they're on the 2.6 site. Again, check it out in the description. Awesome. No qualms with this yo-yo. All the pros. Wonderful, wonderful grind finish. This finish it's fantastic. I would say it's even, I really like the finish on the kayak and on the other CLYW stuff. I'd say this feels a little bit better. It's like a little bit more matted and just smooth, and I'd say this is just a little bit better than that even. The design is awesome because it's clearly an all-arounder, and you can do anything with it. Finger grinds, finger spins, great hand grinds, arm grinds, everything. It handles them really well. It's like, you know, jack of all trades, master of all trades type of a design, and I don't really know how he pulled it off. It's also really fun to throw. It's not too heavy, but it still spins a long time. I mean, some wizardry went into this yo-yo, and I would say this now fits in my top 3. It's probably a little too early for me to say that because I've only had it for like 3 or 4 days. But, man, it's hard to find anything wrong with this yo-yo because I really, really, really like it. So, that's it, guys. That is my review of the 2.6 Gecko. Check out one if you get the opportunity to, because, man, is this a cool yo-yo. All the applicable links will be down in the description of this video. So, please, please check them out. Tell them I said hi. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you, and I will see you next time.